It's time to cook with Susan Beck, and today we're going to talk about the rutabaga. The rutabaga is a root vegetable. This one was grown in Canada, which many are, but they're also grown in Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, some of those northern states. I live in Wisconsin, and I guess I don't grow these in my garden, but I buy them at the store. They're not super expensive, and I think they're a lot like the texture of a carrot and a potato. And I often use them to replace potatoes in things like soups and stews. I love my grandma's beef stew recipe, which we often swap the beef out for venison and the potatoes out for a rutabaga. Today I'm going to show you one way you can prepare a rutabaga. Rutabagas come with this waxy coating that makes them last a little longer, but we don't want to eat that waxy coating. And I find that a potato peeler is all I need to remove that. I can just slice that right around as if I was peeling a potato or a carrot and remove the wax and the skin. So why a rutabaga? Well, it's lower in calories than a potato, and it's got a lot of vitamin C. It's got more fiber. It freezes better, so I like it in soups if I'm going to freeze some of them, because potatoes get kind of mushy when they're in the freezer, and it's just got a little bit of sweetness that adds a nice taste to things. And they're also really quick and easy to make up as a steamed vegetable, which we're going to do today, and serve it with a little butter, or not if you want to keep those calories off. And I'm going to cut off where the root used to be attached and this top where the leaves used to be attached. It grows something like a beet or a carrot would if you were to grow these in your garden. All right, those parts I will get rid of. In my case, I'll give those to the chickens. And then I think I'm going to try to just cut it in half. It is very dense. It reminds me of when I try to cut a squash. Now, speaking of squash, this would be great on a tray and have your squash, potatoes, carrots, rutabaga, and roast up some vegetables in your oven. I'm going to actually give that a little bit of a whack. Try to get my knife through there. There we go. They are dense. There we go. All right, once I can get it just a little bit smaller, that becomes simpler. And I always think that when I'm cutting up my squash. I don't usually eat these raw. I guess I've probably never eaten it raw, but you can eat them raw. If you're going to eat it raw, I would suggest shredding it very finely and either putting it like in a coleslaw or maybe as a topping on some lettuce salad. Today we're just going to steam a rutabaga. All right, once I've sliced them that way, I'm going to slice them again this way. So I have kind of some looks like French fries. Well, tonight I am going to steam these in my rice cooker. My rice cooker has this nice steaming pan at the top of it that I can put my rutabaga into. And I'm not going to cook all of them tonight. We won't go through that many, so I will save these for tomorrow night. In the bottom of my rice cooker, I will put this water. I have 120 milliliters. Sometimes some less dense vegetables, I might put about 80 milliliters in. Read what your rice cooker suggests. I'm going to plug this in and turn on my rice cooker with my lid. Simply push down the button and it will pop up when the water has evaporated and the rutabaga are done. I have many rice cooker videos available on my YouTube channel, Time to Cook with Susan Beck, so search for those. I'll also post the links to those in the description below. Rice cookers are great because I can just walk away from this, and when that is done cooking, it will pop up to a warm setting and it'll just keep it nice and warm until we're ready to eat it. These ones that I chopped up and I'm not going to eat tonight, I am going to put these in a bowl with some water over them. Another thing I often do is I'll cut that rutabaga in half and I'll only peel half of it at once, and then I will just store it. If you don't have a rice cooker, just put them in a saucepan with a little water in the bottom and steam them. Or if you have one of those steamer baskets that fits in one of your skillets, I like a lid on it when I'm doing this, but it's as simple as that. We're going to serve these with a little butter. That's optional, but that's all I think they need for seasoning. Steam is building in our rice cooker. They're not quite done though. Our button down here has not popped to the keep warm setting. And here are the rutabagas I am not cooking tonight. I've got them in water and I'll set them in my fridge just like that. It's time to give these a try. Now the little tab here popped maybe 5 minutes ago. I was waiting for my burger to finish grilling, and these just stay so nice and warm. In fact, it's still steaming so much I'm almost afraid to take a bite. Perfectly cooked, just kind of that tender crisp. They're not mush, but they have a great texture. And something I like about rutabaga is it really can replace a potato. And it's got just a little bit of sweetness with it that's just very enjoyable. So try something new. Buy yourself a rutabaga. It's inexpensive, a great alternative to potatoes, and as I mentioned, a few less calories, a little more fiber, and less carbs. Enjoy and subscribe to Time to Cook with Susan Beck.